It's the Cable League. MTGO Show.
So every dollar that's donated is going towards a good cause for sure. For sure. In terms of a pack one, pick one here, there's only a few exciting cards for me. I think Nadu is the most likely for me to trophy with. But Lion's Eye Diamond, also a fine pack one, pick one. Upheaval, pack one, pick one? No way. No way. This is not even going to fit all of your blue decks. Cube's so fast these days. Yeah, there's some fine black-red value cards here. I think I'm just going to take Chariot. It does give you a Nadu trigger. It's not amazing, but it does give you one. Luminarch does as well, but it's, you know, adding another color. Interesting. Yeah, we're not going to overthink this. Just going to take the mana drain. Unfortunately, we're passing a duel, even if it's a bad one. Malevolent Rumble would play really well in this deck. Umazawa's would be fine. Force Negation's always good. Yeah, I mentioned LED as a potential first pick. I think it'd be totally fine if you are a more combo-centric mage. So with this start, Land of Elves, Dismember, Pest Infestation, and Once Upon a Time are all viable options. Once Upon a Time is a fine consistency card. It's going to let you keep a wider range of openers. It's also going to help you put together Nadu combos. Pest Infestation is kind of always good. It's really quality in some matchups, but it is always good. You do need a little bit of time. You need a little bit of time for the Pest Infestation. Land of Elves would help out my curve. And Dismember is kind of an interesting card in blue-green where you don't have access to a lot of removal. So it gives you like any removal at all. I think our colors are going to be open fine, especially in pack 1 and 3. So I'm just going to grab Dismember here. We'll get other dorks, huh? We'll get other dorks. Yeah, I kind of like a lot of these cards. I think I'm just going to take the Preordain. That said, Vaultborn Tyrant's like not a bad card to mana drain into, right? And it could open us up for stuff like Natural Order later. Yeah, let's take the Tyrant. I really don't want to get baited by a Flash. That's my goal. Now that I've got a Vaultborn Tyrant in my pile, I'd like to not get baited by a Flash. I've had, like, my last 3 Flash decks all just turned out to be duds, even when I thought they were, like, fairly consistent. Sometimes those cards just rot in your hand when, like, anything at all would be good. Let's target, yeah. Kind of good, huh? Kind of good with Nadu. I'm just going to grab the fetch, though. A little Safekeeper Nadu action. That's pretty solid. Some good stuff. Orange System with a $20 donation, saying anything Caleb supports gets my blind support by proxy. Appreciate you, Orange. Thanks for the vote of faith. And the $20 is going to a good cause for sure. To Delta has donated $50. Appreciate you, Delta. Saying, as someone who has used 988 in the past, I love that we're supporting a charity like this. Hell yeah. Glad you're with us, Delta. Helping make the world a better place here. Team-wide, not a Space Worm. Hell yeah, Ezreal Tempest. As much as I like Curiosity in blue-black decks, I'm not sure blue-green's the spot for it. We have this Reclaimer. We might want Talent Gates for it. Image is interesting. Besieger's interesting. I think I want Image here. I'm doing my best, man, leggings. I'm doing my best. The same time last year. Ooh, the Rumble Wield. Love that. Hell yeah. So that's going to help us get our combos together while accelerating us a little bit. And this is going to be kind of perfect, especially if we end up being a Guy's Cradle deck. Yeah, so this time last year, me and my fiance had just started living together. And Obviously, the Cube for Charity, my streaming schedule is a little bit different than usual. And, and she's a saint. She's very patient with all that. And she says she was remembering last year she would hear me, she would like pass out hearing me talk, hearing me prattle on in the Cube for Charity streams. And then her whole dreams were about me talking. Just infested the dream realm. Rumble has to be the MH3 card that surprised you the most. Yeah, big same, Ed Gubbs. Little Mox action. IJ! Holy shit! That's a $500 donation. Thank you, IJ. Thank you for your generosity. Hell of a good cause. Hell of a good donation. Literally saving lives here. Vista, Jace. I don't love Jace, but it could be the pick here, huh? Daze is interesting. Kind of dig it. Yeah, I was expecting this pack to be a little weak because we passed a lot of blue-green cards through. But that means the other blue-green drafters to the left of us. We'll set up nice for a good pack 3 here. Not too worried. What do we got here? That is not a very groovy pack. I'm still holding out hope that we end up being a natural order deck. I might take Torsten. Maybe Palantir's okay. If the Tiltify link in the charity command is 404ing for you, Bellmeister, check out in the stream description. There's a link in the stream description as well, and there's also a link in the Cube for Charity command. This is C4C. Bloom. Why is this not working? Oh, I see. Well, the Zagoth Triumph gives me something to grab with Flooded Strand. I guess that's good enough. I'm not huge on these blue cards. And Caryatid's not amazing with my curve. Alright, I'm working to make the donations more opaque. I think I can do it. While I'm drafting here. What's being distracted while drafting ever harmed anybody? Maybe I am going to turn into a Flash deck, Could take Probe. God damn it. Let's take Green Sun Zenith here. The Pilgrim's interesting for the curve, but Green Sun Zenith's going to help me combine like Safekeeper and Nadu and such. Going to make me a lot more consistent. I'm a fan of Oddity, especially if we snag Guy's Cradle somehow. At this point, I'm starting to wonder if I should be banned. It's harder on the mana drain, though, even if you do get the duels for it. Looking at Yavimaya, Wasteland, and Sylvan Library here. I think I'm just going to take this Yavimaya, help out the old mana a little bit, Okay, well, Wayfinder was the only green card in that pack, so there's that at least. Yeah, Bristly Billow would help out here a lot, that's for sure. Also wouldn't mind a few more Mana Dorks and a Gaia's Cradle. Gaia's Cradle, I think, would be actually like the most important card for this deck. Followed by maybe Natural Order. Okay. Got one overlay how I want it. Edit this one. Delete the event list. Save that. Might have to re-add this browser. Hey, last pick Nissa, that's not bad. God, my brain is fogging up here. We're gonna grab this tropical island. 1920, that's the dimension. 1920 by 1080. There we go. Now, is the opacity too opaque is the next question. Of the donations there. Is that still readable? It might be easy to tell once we get into a game. It'll need to shift down. Oh, that's just the spot for it, friend. It's in the exact same spot it was, I believe. Yeah, it's just showing one less entry. Probably because of the timing of when I uploaded it. That Force of Vigor is mighty tempting. You think Uro was a good pickup? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we'll ever be able to trigger it. Titania's not crazy. We have one fetch, but we also have Elvish Reclaimer. Chariot spitting out 5/3 tokens is pretty good. I think I'm going to grab Brainstorm here. I think we have the shuffle effects for it, right? Between the Green Sun Zenith, Reclaimer activations, our one fetch land. I guess 6 is reasonable at filling up the yard. Not a ton of targets for Nadu, This is not a Beanstalk deck, no. We'll have, like, a card that triggers Beanstalk out of all of this. Beanstalk fits almost no decks. Beanstalk's really good and constructed, where you can build around it, right? You can get multiples in play. In Vintage Cube, you're going to play it, and then ideally, you'll get to trigger it at least once. The stack of giant cards on the right isn't actually in the deck. I'm not going to be, like, trying to hardcast World Spine Worm, right? Nice with the Overlords and with Pitch Magic. Yeah, but how many of those can you get in a draft, right, Kenixai? Even if you're actively looking for them, I don't think you can get that many. Not all the pitch elementals even like trigger it. It's not the craziest Eternal Witness deck. It's not amazing, but it's not crazy either. Beans does work with Force of Will. I don't have one of those. Again, the cool thing about Constructed is you get to put 4 of those cards in your deck, right? You can just like have the whole deck trigger Beans if you really want to. And you get to have multiple Beans. In Cube, it's just going to end up being worse than Sylvan Library almost every single time. And Sylvan Library is not that good anymore. There's a lot of ways of punishing slow card draw like that. Yeah, Pack 3 was kind of a bust for us. We were really hoping for like a Gaia's Cradle or a Natural Order, and we got none of those things. You've had a little success blinking it with Philia. Sure, yeah, I mean, you need a value thing, you need a value thing. And then you've like upgraded it to a Thraben Inspector, right? Maybe there's something there with Oculus. Play the Oculus, play my one Thought Scour. 6 Self Mills. Kinda gotta decide if I want to play this Sink into Stupor. We got some cuts to make at least. Yeah, see to where you find our bins too. Maybe this is a good Uro deck. Cut the fungus. I like Image with a lot of this, but I gotta cut something, It's consistent to run both Screaming Demon. We'll have more things, more payoffs for our mill. Is Eternal Witness just okay? I think Eternal Witness is better than Palantir here. We can Green Sun Zenith for it. We have all this like self-mill with Wayfinder and stuff. I think it's a really good Witness deck. I like that Scour works with Brainstorm too. It's kind of cute. I do like that Palantir gets a few cards in the bin, but it might just be too slow here, It might just be a slow garbage card for garbage people. 6 is bidding more reliably. I'd really like this oddity if we got Gaia's Cradle. I might be bidding it. Or maybe Tireless Tracker, as crazy as that is. Yeah, Oddity lets me pressure opposing walkers. That's kind of nice. Kind of nice to have some haste in there, huh? Let's get Tracker, I guess. I don't love it, but we got other card draw, right? Other value. So this is like 10 green sources and 4, 5, 6, 7 blue. Let's 9 and 9 it. I almost want to 10-8 it in favor of blue. Hey, that's not a bad draw. Fair enough. Kind of hated this Thought Scour is going to pump my opponent's Bargoyf now. Hell yeah, Whiskey Dingo. We want the same thing. Opponent did mill Archon, which is scary. Awesome. Yeah, that was a turn where our shields were down. Silly is the right word, Spawn. I would not put the same tone on it. One mana away from being able to put in this Talon. This I can take the hit. Oh, I can flip Buvenwald in mid-combat, right? Is that a thing I want to do? Be 8 plus 8 is 16? Oh, yeah. It seems like that's something I want to do. Pointed out a lot of juicy things to copy with Phantasmal Image. So that's coming in for sure. Maybe over days on the draw. Though I mean, if they're burning City of Traders to like play a 4-drop on turn 3, maybe days is just good. Their turn king. Yeah, I'm gonna leave days in. Well, if I'm leaving days in, then maybe I shouldn't bring in sync. What did I add again? I've got some wild brain fog going on right now. I added the image, that's right. Yeah, this is fine. I kind of do like having the sync into Stupor in as a potential pseudo answer to giant things. Hate not having days up. Sure. That's fine, however. Hey, Thrift and Mitch, thanks for gifting 5 subs. Congrats to Villaboy MTG, Celitage, Cairo 88, 22 Blueries, Cube Bounce, and Scal 829. Getting my dazing in while the dazing's good. It does make this 6 a little less sexy. I'm just gonna pass. Sure. Play land, draw a card, why not? Getting pretty close to Oculus here. I think I'm just going to fire off Brainstorm next turn. It's really close to an Oculus this turn, Let's see, Brainstorm goes to 4, then Crack Fetch goes to 5. We can't play the Thought Scour is the unfortunate thing. Well, hold the phone here. Let's see if this can find us an untapped land, Gonna hold control and sack the Talon Gates in the forest. Well, do we sack one more land, or do we just, like, be happy with our image here? I think we just play the image. Sure. I can play the Oculus to shrink their Baraglyph now after we got our hit in. Yeah, I guess I'm into that. Oh, I want to leave fetches in the graveyard for Titanium. Okay. But giving me the old spinner here, giving me the old delay. I got cubes to draft Magic. Magic Online. I guess the Reclaimer also pumped the opponent's Baraglyph. I should have kept that over the Jace here. That was my reasoning for keeping the Jace, but might have just been wrong, Voidwalker is interesting. Gotta be real aware of that with Oculus triggers. And, the rest of my deck. Oh boy. Do we let them have an image? I don't know. They're just eating it, huh? Interesting. Not what I expected after their attack. No, I'm good on that one. So I could 6 and rebuy Reclaimer. I don't think I want to do that. I think I want my mana for Green Sunning Zenithing next turn. Can go get a haster that way. Playing Rumble would be a little suicidal here. Really surprised that they just ate that Baragoi hit. Yeah, they can't do anything, Kind of feels like we got him, Doing this for 5, but we're just going to go get a 4-drop, I think. So they have 3 blockers. Well, that could have been a disaster, This makes 6 milling for Voidwalker. Awesome. Oh, thanks for the match, Moontime. Good luck in your future games. Kind of an awkward one to dismember because it just comes back. What's the worst card here? Getting the upkeep shuffle with this Thought Scour. Ooh, a Mox. Hopefully this isn't terrible. Could get burnt holding on to Mox Ruby instead of running it out. Like if they Wheel of Fortune or something. 4 mana. Feels like an appropriate daze. It does put us further away from getting back this Uro, which we don't have the cards for. Yeah, Oddity's fine. I'm not sure how clutch the daze was. It drew 2 cards. I mean, the 4th would have drawn 2 cards, but like Nadu matches up well against 2/2s, right? I think we'll be okay here, though. Next turn we can bring Uro back. Just have a big 6/6 blocker. And then we can chain misses. But like we could be Uroing this turn, right? Yavimaya and Nissa is a combo at least. So hopefully we don't fucking die here. The Hexdringer is awkward. It means that the opponent's going to be able to sneak lethal in next turn. Or this turn, right? Yeah, a bunch of haste tramplers. Hey, well done, Hogpog. Hogpog also playing for a very good cause. Thinking about cutting Titania and cutting Reclaimer. And then just play a tracker, maybe sink into Stupor. And that's not a bad looking opener. Really wish we got Nagaya's Cradle for this deck. I think it would have put us over the edge. A lot of synergies with that card in our pool. All right, I need to change up the vibes a little bit. Turn 2, we could Green Sun for Ren. I feel like that's kind of mopey. Okay, we'll just play Wayfinder instead. Oh, Green Sun for Uro would have been good. If they hadn't strip mined me. Hey, land, nice. Yeah, let's just go get Uro, huh? Shame I can't use this Green Sun with a Brainstorm. I'm playing with Urza's Saga basics. Oh, Talon Gate and Uro's a combo. Gotcha. Stack it so that the gate resolves before they escape the Uro. Yeah. Yeah, I'm aware. I mean, I put them both in my deck. Just a little tuckered, folks. Just a little drained here. Might not be going too much later tonight. I was hoping to go till 4, but a lot of energy. Even before I went live today, I was like setting up overlays and stuff, making sure everything worked. Could play the Nadu out. I think I just want to play Jace here. And Talon Gates is agreeing to get back Uro. So the Jace Fate Sealing there just increases its chance that we'll get to untap with it, which will let us Brainstorm, likely find a green source. Rumble also binned 4 non-green sources, right? We'll hit him eventually. Well, is Uro better or is Nissa better, huh? I think it's Uro, but I probably should have stacked the deck differently there. Well, maybe it is Nissa, though. I guess the opponent just didn't have anything going on. Oh, this hand looks terrible. Just a little slow for the matchup. I'm going to send it back and hope for a little bit better. What am I in the mood for? Always. So opponent's a strip mine deck, so it's a little awkward. Lead on your basic island. Your first land is more likely to get strip mined than any other land you play, right? But you got the mana drain. If you draw a second blue source, you really want to be able to convert. God, I ran in 6 strip mine. Hopefully that doesn't happen, huh? Sure. Yeah, good morning, Asphyxia. Not going to be going too much later tonight. I'm learning that I'm old, is what I'm learning this evening. I was up till 4 earlier this week, but that was a night of nervousness. It's a kind of a perfect card to dismember, but I'm going to mana drain here. We could really use the acceleration, right? Get some things into play. Not a bad turn, huh? I will take your 4 mana and I will use it. For now, it is my 4 mana. You love that the mana drain went to the same card, right? It was like, kind of like the 5 mana 3/3 bullshit kind of creature. Just like, no, it's mine now. Yeah, hell of a card, that mana drain. Next turn, the Uro can create the Chariot before the Uro dies. Could lead to a real juicy attack here. Yeah, this track's good, the next track's good. I need more than just good, though. I need something a little hype. I'm just going to listen to more of that Gygax album. I think we're actually in a spot where we can beat this Minskin Boo. All right, so we need... I'm going to do this before I forget. I think it's Uvenwald and a 2/2 at Minsk. Maybe I should have brainstormed while the Euro was on the stack. In case I hit that. Phase land. I haven't played my land yet, and like the only land came into play off the Euro, I'm pretty sure. Oh, yeah. Tony Scapone, thanks for the raid. Welcome, folks. We are in the middle of the Cube for Charity, a yearly event where 2 teams of Cube drafters face off against each other. We got some Cube specialists, we got some streamers, we got some Magic Online specialists, we got some fucking Hall of Famers. Gabriel Nassif on my team, the great Reed Duke on the other team. And we're supporting a pair of equally famous and noble causes. My team is playing for AFSP, the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. They help fund to maintain the 988 hotline, and they help people that need it get access to vital services, life-saving services. And the opposing team is playing for the Trevor Project. Feel like watching? Feel like hanging out, cheering us on? Feel like donating to the cause? All that's awesome. Oh, very cool, Tony. Is that a dog shit line or a good line? Just bouncing the Fury. I guess they would kill 2 cats. But they would take 8 this turn. I can just send Chariot. I'm gonna fucking think about it, Awesome in a Box. Opponent's got a lot of cards in hand, huh? 5 cards in hand, and the Arena of Glory can give things haste. I believe they also showed me 4th in game 1. Yeah, I guess if they played 4th for like 4 here, then having Uro and a cat token up would be totally fine. Yeah, I feel like they were hoping to trade the Fury for the Chariot there. Never a good sign when you're like doing what the opponent wants. A Nissa off the top would be real sexy. Either one, but the overrun Nissa would just give me lethal here. Gross. I guess I could have put it into their hand, like a remand here. Not amazing, I don't think. Because then you just have to deal with it the next turn, right? It's not like we have lethal over here. Kind of feels like the opponent's got a lot of chaff in hand. All right, come on, other Nissa. We do have gobs of mana. What the hell is this? I hate it when they fucking do that. Just put some garbage track in the middle of the upload. Yeah, right, Chief? The Seasoned Pyromancer is what we bought with Eternal Witness. Strip Mine, cute against Nissa 3/3s. Oh shit, what up? Hey Zarmarine, thanks for the 20 months there. Yo, 16 cards in the library. I mean, we can bounce the Leyline and then bring back Uro, which will be 3 cards. 3 cards on the turn. I think I'm supposed to do that. I think finding the other Nissa is my best chance to win here for the overrun. That might be a win. Hell yeah. Yeah, we activate Movement Walled, untap a land with Nissa. Whew. White-black, eh? Copter's pretty good. We get to go through a lot of cards next turn looking for Uro. Mardu. Mardudu. Yeah, you got it. You could rumble here and hold up memory lapse. Good. Hell yeah, Tin Man. Well then. This 6 might be insane. Oh, all of this is gonna get... all of the graveyard's gonna get nuked. Yeah, I should grab the Chariot or the Jace. Oh, let's grab the Chariot. I think the Jace is a little too easy for them to pressure, right, with the Copter over there. Who created Cube for Charity? J-Bro and Jim Davis. The first year, they were just playing head-for-head. And then the second year, they had the idea to open it up to teams. Not a bad Fire Covenant. And that was the first year that I joined. Hell yeah, Scooby Doobies. She's had a couple of good years of high performance, Whiskey Dingo. Yeah, I like Brainstorm and Wayfinder here, but kind of want to flood the board versus this Kari Zev. I thought they were going to run out Pyromancer for sure. Thank you, Scooby Doobies. Win rate for people that draft multiple seasons. I have the highest conversion rate of drafts to trophy. There's a couple outliers, people that only like drafted one season. I think the 1 year Newmont joined us, I think he had a higher trophy percentage than me, but I ended up with more trophies than him. I can't remember. It's been a minute. I guess I crew here. Hey, Elders Millennial, thanks for the sub. Thanks for 53 months there. Appreciate you. And yeah, I think Hog is the... I think she's the only person who's out-trophied me over multiple years. It's hard to remember, though. Someone made a nice page full of sweet stats and stuff. Last card, Season Pyromancer. I'm just going to kill their thing. Just gives us a cleaner attack with the cats here. Fatigue immunity? I wouldn't say that's Stravin's. Her trophy rate is always way higher at the start. And she obviously, like, part of putting up so many trophies is doing unreasonable hours, but I don't think she's immune. Even gods bleed. Thinking about Image. I think I'm just going to run it back. Up a game in the finals. It'd be nice to be able to convert. Nice to be able to convert at least once. Oh, nice, Nicole. Yeah, I tried to. It's hard. Like last week, I had to reverse engineer, like, because I had the Gaming for Good charity in the Twin Cities, so I had to be on like really regular person time, and so I spent that week making sure that I could actually get up at 8 in the morning and go cube. Nice. I love this card. Hell yeah, Jigrash. They got me a foily one for top 8ing. Kind of cute. Then if the Hierarch lives, I think we're just jamming the Cat car. If the Hierarch does not live, I think we're playing out Nadu. Got me. Yeah, this card combines very well with Goblin Bombardment. What do they do? Oh, they untapped Mana Vault. Sure. Oh, they spent 2 life to untap the Mana Vault and then open this. Sure. I guess it's still 2 life to just tap it for the Torture Pit anyway. I wonder if Nadu is better versus all these death triggers. We'll see what they do. Yeah, this is definitely my last draft of the evening. Hello. Opponent's got some decisions with this Caracas, huh? Well, there's some triggers here at least. Memory lapse, amazing. Oh my god, this Nadu. This fucking Nadu. Oh. Alright, so we could let this happen and then just cast Oddity. I think I'm going to Memory Lapse it though, right? Doesn't that just make this card kind of bad? And then I get to get a Chariot trigger, which I believe gives me another Nadu trigger. That's not bad, huh? That's not bad. That Nadu, holy fuck. Oh my god. Wait, those were like 6 triggers there with the fiery. Finding me like the mana and the counter spells, just like, yeah, alright. This scoop my fuck. Just get a free Grizzlebrand activation plus 2 like fucking 2 land drops. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Alright, I'm gonna do a draft for future me. I'm going to do a draft for future me at the very least here. Hey, Make Patches 3D, thanks for the 69 months there. Appreciate you. But I do have to go pee. I'm going to take a quick break.